As women, we are cyclical beings. Just like the moon, we move through different phases, different inner seasons every month. And learning to identify and live in tune with this inner seasons is a beautiful doorway into a life of deep connection to ourselves, to our inner worlds, to our creativity, our sensuality, and our sexuality. It truly is a portal into deep self-love. And there's something about learning to embrace the predictable patterns that allows us to relax into something greater, something magical that our body naturally is doing, and many of us have learned to reject or live disconnected from it. So I'm going to go through each week, and the first week I'm going to talk about is our inner winter. Our inner winter is the time of our menstruation. It is the time to go inside and rest and be. Our body naturally produces oxytocin this time of the month, which is the bonding hormone, the feel-good love hormone. And so in a way, it's like our own body is giving us this really warm and yummy embrace. Carving out time to be in solitude, to be in silence, and to feel what it is that our body is naturally shedding, letting go of, because it is a cleanse. Our blood time is a beautiful physical and psychic cleanse. It's a beautiful time to tune into our dreams. It's a great time to not be super engaged with the world as much as possible. Not be in loud, super social places. Instead, be more discerning about creating solo time for yourself, for your soul. From our inner winter, we transition to our inner spring. And the inner spring is all about renewal. It is the maiden archetype, she who spreads and opens and awakens into a new season, into a new birth, a rebirth, a new moment. And it's a great time to really dream into new possibilities, both on your personal life and professional life. It's a very sweet time to be in the body and begin to reclaim movement, walks in nature. It's a very sweet and innocent time because the whole body is cleansed and renewed and is ready to dream into what is next. From our inner spring, we transition to the inner summer. This is the time of the month of beautiful expansion. It is the time of the month where we are most energized. Our energy begins to increase in the spring, and then in the summer, it's our peak. It's a time of ovulation, of the full moon. We shine. So it's a great time to share our voice with the world, share our creative endeavors, give voice to our truths, be social, do, and relish in the beauty of expansion. And slowly, but surely, we begin to descend into the inner fall, the inner autumn. And the inner autumn is all about beginning to go back in to ourselves. Usually after ovulation, our energy begins to drop. And it's a wonderful time to tune into our intuition. It's the time of the month that gets a terrible rap, PMS and such. But if we reframe our relationship to it, we can actually learn that it's a time of potent medicine. It's the time of the shaman, inner healer, healer woman, who really shows us what is working in our life and what isn't. So it's a wonderful time to look into the boundaries, the no's that we need to set. Be very real with ourselves about how we want to be living and the relationships we want to be having. It's like we're more raw and naked, because literally the layers that protect us throughout the rest of the month aren't available, and we're descending. So using it as potent time for meditation and introspection, and allowing the discomfort that often comes, tender breasts, the irritability. Listen to that. Beyond the discomfort, what is your soul? What is your psyche wanting to communicate to you? What is wanting to be addressed? And in my experience, the more I learn to turn towards this week, the fall week, with wonder and appreciation, the less intense those days became, the less cramps I got. It's really potent. And then we begin to receive the new blood, and the shedding begins. In this fast-paced, eternal sunshine, go, go, go world we live in, it's so easy for us to forget this amazing miracle that is constantly shifting and waxing and waning. We're not designed to be in an eternal sunshine, even though in many countries that's the case. Internally, we're cyclical, and reclaiming these inner cycles is a doorway into freedom, and can become the center of your self-care. There's wonderful apps that can help you tracking your weeks. I personally love iPeriod, but there's many, many. And so, in a way, it's like courting ourselves and falling in love with the way that we are naturally wired and created.